I forgot that the principal was patrolling the area. So when I got to the meeting room, he was standing right there. I was caught in 4K. So yeah, when I got home, I got a whooping. Getting caught skipping school for something that was out of your control sucks, yo. Sometimes things go wrong, but it feels like our parents only apply that rule to their own lives. So back in the day when your boy was a youngin', I hated my first period. Starting off the day with math wasn't it. So majority of the time, I was skipping in the back of the library watching basketball highlights. But I wasn't the only one though. Chill, I won't name names. No need to call me Lil Measly or Measly69. There were a bunch of Randeezies. There was this one dude who kept arguing with his mans that Naruto was a better anime than One Piece. Obviously delusional. A group of females smacking on Cheetos and another guy hitting a doorknob. Then as some time passes, they all go one by one. When I was sitting there watching the go, I heard a door open. Let me quickly describe the library to you. I didn't go to a good high school, so they had to cut some course somewhere. The library was behind the meeting room, so anybody could just walk in and see me. And I was not in the mood to get my butt whooped, so I was looking everywhere for a hiding spot. But as time is going, I hear this tyrant getting closer and closer. Every option in front of me was just dog shit. So I walked up to the door where the Randeezy was hitting. Now just like everyone who went to that library, I knew about the door being unlocked, but I had no time to think. I was trying my hardest to break myself in until I did. I closed the door mad quick and hid. Eventually I heard the head honcho leave and was relieved. But when I was about to leave though, I saw a staircase leading down. Ayo, as a youngin' tight on money, I just had no choice but to investigate. After getting some cardio in, I reached downstairs. The place looked kinky, but it also looked abandoned and old and dusty and musty and rusty. You name it. The more I looked around, the more ideas I thought of. So after a minute of exploring, I hear a random individual doing a ritual. My first instinct was to hide behind cover, but when I hid, I accidentally stepped on a glass cup. All I heard was, "Who's there?" At the time, there was a bunch of stories of men getting their butt tickled, so I was not taking any chances. I dipped to where I came from and tried opening the door, but it didn't work. There was also this strange sign on it too. I looked back and this man was running at me with a chainsaw. Oh hell no. Listen, I know the saying, don't knock it until you try it, but there are things in this world where I am certain I don't need to try. I got away, but I was terrified for my life. But as soon as I sat down and rested on the bookshelf to catch my breath, a book fell on my head top. I picked up the book and it read, "The Perfect Ultimate No BS Guide to Breaking Any Witchcraft Spell." Sounded interesting. Now, I could barely read for shit, so I just skipped to the part where it said how to make it. It said I needed a glove, which was already provided, and 3 rings to craft the perfect ultimate no BS item to break and ending witchcraft. In the book, there were specific locations of where each item was. When I got to the first one, after flawlessly maneuvering my way in silence, the door was shut, but I looked around and saw a space I could crawl under. Crawled under like Spider-Man and saw a ring. So as I'm walking to the ring, I'm hearing weird noises, but I was just ignoring them like a moron. Yo bro, when I picked up the ring, an army of bats just ran down from the ceiling. I tried my best to run, but the bats caught up and collectively picked me up. But y'all know me though. I was under control and not panicking at all. I, on purpose, directed the bats and collectively ran into the door, opening it. I smoothly escaped the bats and snuck my way to the second one. With this one, the first thing I did when I walked in was check the ceiling. I was paranoid, I was being cautious, but I picked up the ring. Then all of a sudden, the room started filling up with water. But this wasn't just a small rise up, that shit filled up to the top within 5 seconds. I was in there drowning. Then when I was on my last breath, I saw a cracked wall. I punched the wall with the glove and the spot opened. The stream pulled me out of the room and back onto the ground. The floor never felt so good to lay on before. I eventually snuck my way to the third room and saw a vent. That vent was so dirty, bro. Breathing felt like I was drowning. But after a minute, I got to a part where I see multiple vent systems. Ain't no way. Man, I was confused, man. I just chose to pick the right one. Why? Cause white is right. Some time passes and I'm still in the vent. I felt like I was going in circles. Then as some more time passes, I still haven't found that bum ass ring. I just went back to where I entered. But before I was about to leave, I found the ring to my right. I didn't even let myself think about all the time I wasted. When I picked up the ring, the entrance closed. Oh my god. As mad as I was, I searched for another way out. But it didn't take me long to find my way. Yeah, I just went straight, made a left, and found another exit. Right after quietly opening the vent, I dropped down. I saw that I was in the same place where that weirdo was doing his ritual. I looked down and saw the last ring. I did not hesitate to put it on. I felt mad spiritual energy surging through my hand. As soon as I turned around, I saw the weirdo standing behind me. Then he all of a sudden spawned in a whole bunch of walls around me. There was nowhere I could run. Then this freak gonna have to yell out, "Give me your butt. You will not escape." Then this man gonna pull out a chainsaw and charge at me. With nowhere to escape, there was only one option, and words passed down from generation by gods came to mind. Get back! I curled my fist, ran at him, and punched his chainsaw, destroying it, and then punched him in the gut, sending him flying to the door. The spell broke, and I immediately dipped out. I was exhilarated and relieved that I didn't get my butt eaten. I got out the stairwell, it was still running. At the time, I forgot that the principal was patrolling the area. So when I got to the meeting room, he was standing right there. I was caught in 4K. So yeah, when I got home, I got a whooping. The end. Don't do what I did. Don't go down an abandoned library in your school. Simply just go to class and learn the material. Or don't. I won't force you. But one thing you must do is take this advice. The moral of the story is, if you got a dream, then you're supposed to chase it. If you let this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity run from you, then you will be haunted by it for the rest of your life. Chase your dreams.